night on Minecraft known as the Battleship Royale, in which in my estimation is an incredible game, but we're getting set and ready to go. I'm AdrianTheVoice at GameSide, and joining us now is none other than the manager, Minigun Killer 10. Welcome, Minigun. Oh my.
Thank you, AdrianTheVoice. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a great night on Battleship Royale, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
It's gonna be awesome. Minigun, last night, during your celebration, you were confronted by Scorch, and he said that he had a present for you next week. I gotta ask you, he sounded more of a threat, though. What do you think?
I'm thinking it's a bit suspicious, but a bit cheesy at the same time. But I'm also curious of what he's gonna send me too. You know,
That's a good point.
Be quite a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna find out what happens next coming Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. It is Team Chunk versus Team Dragon. Team Chunk consists of Chunk Dinky, Ash Cannon, and Dark Pink Cat, as opposed to Team Dragon consisting of Dragonborn, Loose Star, and Breakout Dancer. And folks, this is Battleship Royale. Every single person going to be doing all they can to try to defend the team, to try to take down the opposing team. A developing story right now between these two right now, folks. These two are going at it. It is Ash from Team Chunk and Loose Star from Team Dragon. They both have diamond swords right now at this point in time. Let's take you back to what happened last night, the celebration. Wait a minute, it's a 2-on-1 situation. Team Captain Dragonborn is on pursuit of against Ash. Ash is trying to do all he can to try to stay away from the threat right now. In fact, he's actually climbing the ladder, but it looks like Dragon isn't going to allow Ash to compete here tonight. This is elimination rules. Elimination rules, folks. And there you see Ash right now going to be using the bow and arrows. Both men using the bow and arrows right now. You gotta understand. Oh my, wait a minute. Dragon out taking down Ash. That is the first person down. First person down. It has now come to this, a 2-on-3 situation. Ash being shot down by Dragon. Dragonborn right now is dominating. Team Dragon is absolutely dominating. And take a look at this. Chunk Dinky leaving off some TNT. I believe it's some sort of trap right now. But Chunk has to do all he can to try to go back to his ship. His ship is absolutely getting destroyed tonight. What an incredible matchup right now. Both ships right now. Incredible matchup for the first time ever, Battleship Royale. It is 2-on-1 situation, and at this point in time, Chunk Dinky has to create some separation to try to gain some momentum in this matchup, because Chunk losing a member, that was Ash. You saw Ash going downhill. The point I was trying to make, though, was the fact that last night, the celebration for Minigun Killer 10, Minigun celebrating the victory over the Japanese clan, as Chunk right now looks like he's trying to gain some more weapons. Nevertheless, though, against the Japanese clan, it was an incredible clan battle, but TGW ended up defeating. Wait a minute, now it's back down to a 2v2. Chunk Dinky taking down Loose Star. So it's come down to this. Dark Pink Cat and Chunk Dinky going against, I believe it's Dragon and Loose Star. But again, a celebration last night. Incredible celebration. But then at the end, it looks like Scorch, he said that he has a present for Minigun Killer 10 next week. Now, team captains right now going at it. It's Dragon going against Chunk Dinky. These two are going to be fighting right now. Chunk Dinky's in a vulnerable position. He's on... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Both men now battling it out here on this island. On this short island, the question is, who's going to reign victorious right now? You see, both of these men are continuing to assault each other. This is a 2v2 situation, folks, but a 1v1 at this point in time between both of these men. Chunk Dinky wasting a little time approaching Dragonborn, hitting right into the midsection. I'll tell you, this is important for Chunk Dinky. Look at Chunk Dinky, though. Pretty impressive minigun, because he's... looks like he actually wants to isolate himself from the opponent. Chunk Dinky setting off some fire. Take a look at this. He put this fire right in front of him, so it looks like Dragonborn can stay away. Look at, oh my, Break Dancer. It's with Chunk Dinky right now. This could be a 2-on-1 situation. Dragon realizes that Chunk Dinky going against, oh my, he took down Break Dancer. He took down Break Dancer. Now Dragonborn and Chunk Dinky are going at it. The question is, who's going to become the last man standing between these two? Which team's going to gain victory right now? It's either Team Chunk or Team Dragon. Both captains are going against each other, using the weapons in hands. Now the bow and arrows here, folks. This is for the first time ever. This is Battleship Royale, and what an incredible game tonight. We apologize, folks, if you did not get an invite to the game. Remember, Minecraft only has 8 spots. Chunk Dinky now. This is a 2-on-1 situation for Dragon. Dragon has to reassess here because this is 2-on-1. Look at Chunk Dinky now using his boat. And it looks like Dragon's going to hightail it right now. And you cannot blame Dragon. It is a 2-on-1 situation as we speak, Minigun.
It looks like there's going to be 2 people versus 1 captain.
Exactly.
Actually.
Chunk Dinky is trying to go against Dragon right now. Dragon, though, is hightailing it. There's Dark Pink Cat. Dark Pink Cat and Chunk Dinky are together right now, trying to find the team captain, Dragon. At first, Dragon was dominating, but then it looks like out of nowhere, there is a huge comeback, and there you see now on the other side. On the other side of the ship, we're going to go ahead and spectate what's going on right now. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Dragon's in trouble. Dragon is in trouble. Dragon is in trouble. I can guarantee you, folks, if he continues to lose some momentum like this, his team will go down. Dragon's going to go down at any second, perhaps. He's climbing the ladder right now, perhaps trying to reassess the situation. He has to try to create a separation, try to create an opening at this point in time. He falls through now. Folks, this is frustration and desperation beginning to build for none other than Dragon. Dragon right now is looking on. Next Saturday, though, I cannot wait for the matchup between Austin and Striker for the free-for-all championship. Also, what is Scorch's present? We cannot wait for that present. And also, on Friday night, it's the, well, Flashback Friday. It's a, oh, wait a minute. I believe okay, so a situation is happening as we speak. It looks like a member, I believe that's Chunk Dinky. Uh-oh. I believe Dark Pink Cat blew himself up. So now it's a 1v1 situation here. Who's going to win it? Chunk Dinky versus Dragon. Captain versus Captain. 1v1. Who's going to become victorious? Chunk Dinky now looking around. I believe the last time we saw Dragon, he fell. And Chunk Dinky now going downhill here. Back inside of the boat. But again, the point I was making, though, a blast from the past for this coming Friday's Halo 3. And these two continue right now with the Diamond Swords, Dragon and Chunk. And I believe Dragon realizes that it's a 1v1 situation, so he knows that there's no other threat. So these two are going to be going at it right now, continuing the fight. Now switches over to the bow and arrow, does Dragon, as well as Chunk Dinky. These two are using the same weapons right now. This is intense, folks. An intense Battleship morale. Want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Chunk Dinky now laying the TNT. The question is it, uh-oh. Chunk Dinky now has detonated the TNT. Oh my. Oh my. Look at the huge hole that it created. The huge hole that it created. It's Team Captain Chunk versus Team Captain Dragon. It looks like Chunk now putting more TNT, trying to detonate the TNT. It's about to detonate. I believe Chunk is trying to kill Dragon with the TNTs. But Dragon, though, smart enough, he's backing out for a quick second. But this fight continues. These two are continuing right now. Both men are battling under the water now. What an epic confrontation. Team versus team right now. We saw the other members get eliminated, of course. Each member with one life. It has come down to this, though. Chunk Dinky versus Dragon. You see these continuing the assault with the bow and arrows. And I believe Chunk Dinky, though, you saw that he was using the TNT, and speaking of which now, he continues the TNT. There is the TNT. Chunk Dinky perhaps waiting for Dragon to approach him so he can detonate the TNT, so he can indeed win this matchup. We want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight, as Chunk Dinky now is gaining some momentum, eating some food to try to gain some health right now. Minecraft Sunday Minigame Night, folks, for the first time ever, Battleship Royale. It's Chunk Dinky versus Dragon. These two are going at it right now. These two are going at it. The question is, who's going to win between Chunk and Dragon? I'll tell you guys, at this point in time, I cannot... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Chunk Dinky now wasting a little time. He's going against Dragon. Dragon has his back turned. I'm not quite sure if that's the smart thing, though. The question is, who's going to win between the two? These two are going at it. Chunk Dinky continues to put the TNTs, though. I believe he's waiting for Dragon to approach Chunk Dinky again to try to detonate it. Look at Chunk. He's waiting. He is hiding. And there's Dragon. There's Dragon approaching. But it looks like Chunk Dinky switching over to the sword right now, attacking Dragon. Dragon is staying away. He realizes perhaps his health is very low. Chunk Dinky is going to try to approach this man. This fight is going everywhere here tonight on this map, folks, on Minecraft. This is Battleship Royale, a part of the Gaming Weekly. The TNT is now being set off. The TNT is going to be set off right now, but Dragon realizes it, moving out of the way. I'll tell you, Chunk Dinky has a huge plan tonight. He's going to be using that TNT throughout this matchup to perhaps try to take down Dragon, but Dragon is not going to back down. He's going to gain some control. He's going to gain some control perhaps, folks. And now Dragon, he's going to be controlling this pace here tonight as Chunk Dinky's approaching Dragon on that boat. Dragon now realizing these two reassessing the situation. It is a 1v1 matchup, a situation that both of these men, oh my, Chunk Dinky now going against Dragon yet again. Dragon, though, is backing up. That is the smart thing to do. Dragon trying to wheel through with his arms clenched. I'll tell you, Chunk Dinky now building this huge TNT tower. I cannot quite figure out the strategy for Chunk Dinky at this point in time now. Wait a minute. I believe Chunk Dinky's actually going to detonate this, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Chunk Dinky's on top of this tower, but look, it creates some separation for Dragon. Dragon looking at this matchup. Chunk Dinky now eating some apples. This is a Battleship Royale, folks. Chunk Dinky getting attacked as we speak. Backing up for a quick second. Let's go ahead and spectate Dragon. Dragon now using the bow and arrows. That's the smart thing to do. I believe Chunk Dinky does not have any bow and arrows. Chunk Dinky, the tumble champion, going to go against Sober Swine in a best-of-3 series later on. But tonight, this is Battleship. You know, you want to talk about Sober Swine? Sober Swine said that he is too good for this matchup. He did not want to join tonight. Chunk Dinky now using the bow and arrows. Backing up for a quick second. At this point in time, you have to understand what is going through the minds of each man. Each man perhaps thinking, what do I need to do to win this matchup? Chunk Dinky going to be spreading the fire. Both men now. Both men are battling it out right now. The question is, who's going to be the last man standing for their teams? Chunk and Dragon once again going at it. I'll tell you, this could go on forever because these two are going at it, and there's no one that's able to take down another person yet. No one has been able to take down another person. The pace of this matchup has been dictated by Chunk and Dragon, as Chunk right now is on the other side of the map. Chunk Dinky realizing that he has to stay away from Dragon. So it's interesting. Before we saw Chunk going after Dragon, Dragon was staying away from Chunk, and vice versa now. Wait a minute, Chunk, I believe now with a sword here, trying to take down Dragon. Both men, of course, now meeting up again. These two are going at it yet again with the swords, the diamond swords, folks. The question is, who's going to become the last man standing? An epic matchup between these two. An epic matchup. Who's going to be last man standing? I believe we're going to crown one right now. Chunk and Dragon. This is an epic matchup, though. Chunk leading the team Chunk, as opposed to Dragon leading team Dragon. It's interesting. All the other members were eliminated, but both captains stayed alive.
Very interesting, I would say so myself, AdrianTheVoice.
Minigame, I gotta ask you, at this juncture, who do you think has the upper hand?
Well, considering the fact of how much health they have, you never know. They both have diamond armor, so therefore, you never know who has health or has good health or not. You know.
Want to remind everybody,
So
and that's actually a very good point.
It's gonna be random mystery. Yeah.
Want to remind everybody that there is a 10-minute mark for the record. A 10-minute mark into this matchup. Chunk Dinky now looking on. Minigun Killer 10 is spectating along with me, of course, Minigun Killer 10, who celebrated against the Japanese clan's victory last week, a part of that epic clan battle. Scorch joined the party, stating that he has a huge present for Minigun Killer 10. We're going to find out what that present is next coming Saturday. But tonight on the Minecraft minigame night, this is Battleship Royale, and I'll tell you, this matchup is absolutely intense. In fact, it's now igniting even more. Chunk Dinky going after. There you see Chunk Dinky now with a shot.
Tie.
And I believe
All
that's,
tie.
yeah, I believe it was a tie because Minigun Killer 10 right now, congratulations to Chunk and Dragonborn. Congratulations to both men, it was a tie. Congratulations, folks. I'll tell you, both men did a wonderful job here tonight. Both men winning for their teams. Congratulations again to Chunk Dinky, Ash Canyon, Dark Pink Cat, who are in the Team Chunk, and Team Dragon led by Dragonborn, Lou Star, and Break Dancer 9000. Folks, this was such an incredible matchup. It was really intense. We saw both men going at it, but it was not enough for both men to try to take each other out because it ended up with a tie. Well, folks, that's it for tonight, but coming up next week, it is going to be interesting. Friday night, Halo 3. For the first time ever in TGW history, in TGW broadcast history, it is a blast from the past on Halo 3. We cannot wait for that one. And then the next night, it is going to be, well, the matchup between Striker and, well, Austin for the free-for-all championship. And then that same night, well, it looks like Scorch is going to be giving his present to Minigun Killer 10. We cannot wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen next week? We'll find out. We'll see you then.